Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've posted a video reading poetry. Um, a lot happened. I was working with the Salvation Army and then I was working on real estate. For anybody who was praying for me with real estate, thank you for doing that. There was actually a misunderstanding and I found out that I have to take 2 practice exams before I can take the proctored test. The first practice exam is a state level, and then the second one's a national level. So, so far I've taken the state level practice exam and I got a 92%. So thank you again for praying. I'm working on the national practice exam. So deep breath and just keep on keeping on. But anyway, I really miss doing poetry with you guys. I really miss reading these poems and putting it out there for anybody who's interested. So today's poem is actually Parables and Poems. This is from SOS Poetry 2. Again, my books are available on Amazon.com. I have my autobiography and 2 poetry books. I am working on a 3rd poetry book already. But the poem for today is a little bit longer, but this actually comes from the parable of the sower. It's found in Matthew 13, verses 1 through 23. And the reason I love this parable so much is because it's actually the first parable that I could understand after getting clean off of drugs. And so verses 3 through 9 is the actual parable, and then 10 through 23 is Jesus explaining the parable. But before I realized that verses 10 through 23 existed, I was freaking out, so excited that I actually understood scripture for one of the first times in my life. And why was that so exciting is because my brain had been fried from so many drugs, and it was really hard at first when I picked up the Bible and started reading. And just to be able to understand one of the parables meant all the world to me. So this is why I chose to write a poem about this parable. It's one of my favorites. So without further ado, I'm going to be reading straight from the poetry book. So forgive me, I have not memorized it. Seeds, 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 sown with great expectation. From the foundations of creation, your seeds sown with destination. Your parables of ancient truths, the wayside and wayward, the seeds you sowed, snatched by a bird. Who is this bird? The devil? The enemy? These seeds hear your word as if it's a cacophony. Some seed fell on pebbles, they fell on stony ground, roots never deep, roots never profound. These seeds seemed safe, but the emotional high was gone and the trials came. The seeds didn't last, their hearts never truly changed. Other seeds fell, they fell among the thorns. The seeds were choked out, which is why you warn. Care not for the pleasures this world may introduce. These pleasures are temporary satisfaction they won't produce. The thorns in their heart, desires for the world, choke the seed of truth, forfeiting their greatest pearl. The final of the seeds fell on good ground. Their roots took hold of your word, which is sound. These seeds produce different amounts of fruit. In you, they find nutrition for solid roots. The enemy's weapons do not prosper, the word in them making them stronger. The high never wore off, even when trials came. They were not scorched, they relied on your name. The worldly thorns did not grow in their heart. They ate from his hand. They were saved from the start. Your ancient truths in parables they are spoken, fulfilling old prophecy and promises unbroken. May your elect from good soil rise to labor for your harvest. May they continually step into your light, having nothing to do with darkness. May your seeds of good soil glorify your name. May we seek less of ourselves and bring you all the fame. Seeds, 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 they were thrown and landed. May the truth of our hearts be exposed and candid. All right, guys, well, thank you for joining me for this short video. As I said in the beginning, when I first started reading the Bible, it was really difficult for me, and I had to seek the Lord to be able to understand it. So I really want to encourage those who are out there and that they might have a ton of questions. You might have a hard time reading the Bible yourself. So understanding the Bible does not come in our own strength. It does not come in our own wisdom. It comes through God enlightening His word to us. He gives us wisdom. So I encourage anybody who's struggling to understand the word to simply ask God to reveal what the text means. If you have questions, ask God for understanding. Ask God for the answers. I hope everyone has a really great day. I hope you guys take care. Bye.